Heading down to Hoth, Captain. The shuttle is prepped and ready. We're just waiting for clearance from the station controller to launch.
I've never heard of this planet before. What should I expect?
I hope you like ice. You've got your ice canyons, your ice plains, some ice mountains. Really, you ought to try to savor this delay. Every minute you're not freezing to death is a good one.
Can you give me any more intel on this area?
There are worse things on Hoth than the weather. This place is crawling with Imperials and pirates. Before I forget, you'll need this cold weather equipment. If you're lucky, you won't use it much.
Everything checks out. You are cleared for launch.
You should check in with the commander at Twi'lek base when we land. He'll be able to tell you a lot more about Hoth.
Captain, good to see you, sir. We didn't expect reinforcements from Havoc Squad. This is the best news we've had in days. Welcome to Twi'lek base. What's left of it. I'm Lieutenant Laskin. Did Republic Command send you? Did they get my distress signal?
I don't think your signal got through. The station seemed pretty calm.
You don't know? If you're not here to answer my distress call, I don't know what we're going to do. We can't hold out much longer. An explosion in one of the speeder hangars knocked out main power. Within seconds, we were under heavy Imperial fire. Our shields haven't switched to auxiliary power yet.
This base is just a giant target for another Imperial attack. You should retreat to a safer position.
I know, but I can't order an evacuation while we have people out of communication with the base. We still have men in the field on a critical mission. Or we did when we were attacked anyway. Between the Imperials and the cold. I don't have enough people for a search party. Please, if you could head out there. You're their only chance.
Just give me coordinates and I'll move out.
They were headed out to check the long-range sensors. With those running again, we'd have some warning before another attack hit. If you reach them, give them these. Fresh weapons and supplies. And they might make it back. And thank you. Am I seeing things? I didn't think there was anyone else left alive on this planet.
What's the word from Twi'lek base? There's nothing on the comm but static. I was starting to think they pulled out and left us.
What's your status? Any injuries?
No, just cold and sick of emergency rations.
Not that getting back to Twi'lek base will change that. What about our mission? We can't leave the sensors like this.
I'm on it.
Without the sensors, Twi'lek base is blind. They won't have any warning the Empire is coming. If you can reach the arrays, you can bring them back online. There are a lot of Imperials in the area, though.
We'd better get moving if we're not gonna freeze to death. See you back at the base. You made it! Welcome back! With the long-range sensors working again, it's starting to look like we might pull through this after all. Captain, we can't thank you enough for finding our people. This base hasn't had any hope in a while. Those men owe you their lives. Thank you.
Happy to pitch in.
Sir, a distress flare was just fired from the power relay.
That relay's the only reason we still have shields and heat. If the Tals defending it are being overrun.
Orders, Lieutenant?
I don't know.
There's no need to panic. I can answer the distress signal.
Thank you. I don't know what we'd do if you weren't here. Please, go to the relay. If you can't hold off the Empire, send up a flare. We'll try to evacuate as much of the base as we can.
You have my undivided attention.
It worked! When I got a transmission from the Tals, I thought it might have been a fluke. This is fantastic.
Lieutenant, we're receiving messages on all channels. Kresh Outpost is reporting in now.
We're not alone out here anymore. Oh, this is gonna be fabulous for morale.
That's good news.
Sir, I've picked up an urgent transmission from the Crescent Canyon facility. Putting it through now.
How far away are they? Why didn't your long-range sensors detect an Imperial attack?
They're in the geothermal plant in Crescent Canyon. We don't have any sensors near there. The Ordelans were the first people on Hoth. They came here as colonists. Their facility at Crescent Canyon has the best cold weather technology on Hoth. Technology that's now in Imperial hands.
I'll go see what can be done to save these colonists.
Thank you. Try to reach Supervisor Aldo. He's in charge of the facility. Contact me once you found him. Good luck.
Republic soldiers, your base has been destroyed. You are stranded and outnumbered. Surrender to the Empire. The Republic has left you alone to die, frozen in the Outer Rim. Surrender, and the Empire will get you back to the core. Victory for the Empire. The Republic anarchists have been utterly crushed. Finally, peace can come to the colonists of Hoth.
Don't be afraid, I'm not with the Empire. I came to help you.
Those who report Republic sympathizers will be rewarded. Those who harbor the anarchists in our midst will be punished. Which would you rather be?
You've got the best soldier in the Republic out here. This is the safest place on Hoth.
The Republic stole this planet from your people. The Empire will give it back to you, if you only let us.
When did you tell him this? Maybe we can still stop him if we hurry.
You're all alone out here. The Senate doesn't care what happens to the Outer Rim. Surrender, and you can leave Hoth alive.
Go, but the Empire hasn't won yet. There's still time to save your people, if you're willing to try. Havoc Squad to Auric Base. Evacuate immediately. The Empire's about to ignite an explosive gas right under you.
What? Are you serious? I'll send everyone who can hold a blaster to your position. Try to buy us some time.
If this doesn't work, it's gonna get very hot very fast over there.
Understood. And thanks. We have a lot of wounded in Kolto tanks. We need more time. Head into the mines and try to stop them from igniting the gas. We'll prepare for the worst. Good luck.
Thank goodness I got to you in time. You're walking into a trap. The Ordelans have betrayed us.
How's that possible?
The Ordelans have cut a deal with the Empire. They get this facility in exchange for handing you over.
Where'd you get that information?
Well, I was hoping you'd cooperate, but I guess we'll do this the other way. Don't kill me! You've got to understand, I had no choice!
You'll face a court-martial for what you've done.
The Republic is looking for some prototype that crashed here. The thing probably burned up in the atmosphere. We're never going to find it. With the Republic, the only way I leave Hoth is in a body bag. The Empire offered to ship me back to the core.
Did the Empire's offer specify you'd be alive?
It was more of a chance than what the Republic was offering me. What happens to me now?
I'll have someone come get you.
Wait, you're...
Havoc Squad reporting. I need someone to escort Private Falk to his holding cell.
Falk? What the... There's a strike team on its way. That's another one I owe you, I guess. Thanks.
You're leaving me on Hoth? Couldn't you just shoot me?
That's far enough. You must know by now that no backup is coming. You're all alone down here. Surrender your weapons and I'll see that you're returned to Republic space.
How about you drop your weapons now and I'll go easy on you?
You may be a cut above the troops at Auric Base, but you are still just as expendable to the Republic as any other soldier. Surely you understand that this conflict is pointless? Even if you save the base, those men will die here. One lost ship is worth more to the Republic than all the soldiers on this planet. They will never leave Hoth alive.
I think you might be overestimating how long this search will take.
Ah, optimism that flies in the face of reality. I'd forgotten what it looks like. Very well then. I'll make this quick and painless.
That was a mother of a fight. I can't believe we stopped them in time.
Last-minute victories are what Havoc Squad is for. You get used to it after a while.
The area's secure. Maybe you should let the lieutenant know the base isn't about to explode.
Welcome back. I can't thank you enough for this. We've got Private Falk in custody now. He'll be under guard until his court-martial. I still can't believe it. I just finished my report to Republic Command. General Ando wanted to speak with you when you returned.
Tell the General I'll speak with him now, Lieutenant.
Yes, sir. I'll call him at once, sir. Lieutenant Laskin to Republic Command. General, do you read me?
General Ando here. I don't need to ask who you are, Captain. Your reputation has preceded you. On behalf of the entire Republic, I commend you. Your actions have saved countless lives, not only on Hoth, but throughout the galaxy. Is there anything you'd like to say on this occasion?
The Lieutenant held this place together through the worst possible circumstances. He deserves a promotion.
That's good advice. Lieutenant Laskin, you are hereby granted the rank of Captain, effective immediately. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, sir. I won't let you down.
I hope to see you again. We could certainly use more people like you. Good luck out there. Ando out.
Well, this is a surprise. Good to see you, Captain. Normally I'd say Havoc Squad would be better off closer to the front. But we just got a break that could make this the hottest spot on Hoth. We got a message from one of the Chiss.
I'm not sure I understand.
The Chiss are the Empire's best allies here on Hoth. This message is a phenomenal break of luck for us. Here, I'll let the transmission speak for itself.
Republic Outpost, do you copy? I'm under heavy fire and I haven't got much time. I've stolen a data disk of time-sensitive information from Imperial Intelligence. I'm offering this to you in exchange for sanctuary. The Empire is hunting me. I don't know how long I can hold out. Send help and I'll give you whatever you want.
You wouldn't be showing me this if you thought it was just an Imperial trick.
I think that Chiss would never choose to appear weak, even to bait a trap. He has to be desperate. If we're going to act, we have to act fast.
If he's telling the truth, it's too great an opportunity to pass up.
I was hoping you'd say that, Captain. Havoc Squad is the only outfit in the Army that could pull this mission off. The signal came from a crashed dropship not far from here. Be careful. Bring the Chiss back if you can, but if it does look like a trap, get out.
The target was dead on arrival, but the data disk appears to be intact.
It's just as well. I'm not sure the men really wanted a Chiss hanging around here. The data disk is the critical thing. Let's get a look at it. Lieutenant, we need this decrypted.
Yes, sir. This is from Imperial Intelligence. It looks like it's a strategic assessment of the Ortolan geothermal power station. Maps, avenues of attack.
The geothermal station is currently held by the White Maw. If the Empire takes it from them, we're in trouble.
Exactly what will happen if the Empire's plan succeeds?
Capturing the power station would give the Empire a completely self-sufficient fortified base on our doorstep. They'd be able to launch attacks from there with impunity. We'd never drive them out.
What do you suggest we do to stop them?
We don't have the manpower to defend that power station. Once you leave, the Empire could just take it. There's only one thing to do. Destroy it before they get there. Take these remote charges.
It's too bad. We could certainly use it.
It's not ideal, but we can't let the power station fall into Imperial hands.
Of all the power stations I've seen on Hoth, this is certainly the best. You have my apologies. The Imperial Army will be here any second. You might want to take cover before they get here. I'm sure Major Vincent will be glad to hear it.
Our sensors didn't pick up any explosions. Did something go wrong?
Things got pretty intense.
You fought the Imperial Army? On your own? Are you serious? Havoc Squad may just put the rest of us out of a job, Captain. Thank you. You've probably just saved the lives of half the soldiers on Hoth.
Happy to be of assistance.
There are a lot of people on Hoth who could probably use your help. Listen, I know this is asking a lot, but we've lost contact with Lieutenant Kirill at 10th Outpost. I don't know what's happened there, but I suspect they're in trouble.
I conferred with every man in the platoon. Even if we sent everyone we have, we couldn't strike the Brotherhood effectively.
Then you see my point. A combined operation might have a chance. You didn't say you had visitors.
What are you doing here? We haven't seen a new face in weeks. How did you make it past the Hailstorm Raiders?
I have no idea who you're talking about.
Then you are lucky not to have encountered them in the passes. The Brotherhood are White Moor pirates, the worst of the lot. They are savages, frankly. Cultists and marauders from some other ice planet that came to Hoth to test their limits. They hunt and murder those who cannot survive in the cold as they do. Republic and Imperials alike.
Keep talking. I'm listening.
The Brotherhood don't dare attack us in our outposts, but they're devastating to anyone out on the ice. That means our supply convoys are constantly being intercepted. It won't be long before they starve us out. Captain Biron came with an offer, that we join forces long enough to defeat the Brotherhood.
I don't like it, but I gather neither of you do either. What's our plan?
What we need is for someone to bait a trap. If we fire a distress flare out on the ice, the Brotherhood will come running to attack.
When that happens, my squad can surround them and wipe them out. All the bait would need to do is last until they arrive.
I'll do it, but make sure you show up fast. I work quickly.
I serve with disciplined men. We will be on time, no sooner, no later.
Then it's agreed. Here's the distress flare and directions. Find a good vulnerable-looking spot in the snow. Good luck out there. The Brotherhood knows that ice better than their own backsides. You did it. I haven't seen that many dead Brotherhood since we first came to the planet.
Agreed. It was efficacious.
I'll assume that was the Imperial equivalent of enthusiasm, Captain.
It was, My scouts are in pursuit of the fleeing Brotherhood now. We'll see what they find.
Now is not the time to underestimate them.
My thoughts exactly.
Snow Raptor, this is Hatchling. Come in, Snow Raptor.
Go ahead, Hatchling.
We spotted the remainder of the enemy force entering the ice fortress. Coordinates attached.
If the remainder of their force is grouping at the ice fortress, they've been badly hurt. It's time to finish them.
The captain's right. We're not going to get this chance again.
I don't like the idea of taking out every last one.
I agree. It's not practical. We should aim to stop Master Sav. Without his leadership, the cult would be a disorganized mess.
Sav is a legend among the Brotherhood. We stranded him in the snow once, and left him for dead in Wampa country. He strangled one with a torn femur, and skinned it with his own claws. He showed up in the ice fortress weeks later, quite alive.
I won't give him a chance. Now what do I have to do?
We'll need you to spearhead the team, eliminating Master Sav. Others will secure the turrets and the perimeter. The ice fortress will be swarming with Brotherhood. We'll have the teams meet up again in the audience hall. Be warned, the hall is a defensible area. They'll move the big guns there once they know we're attacking.
I'll head there immediately.
All right. We'll monitor the situation from here. Meet up inside with Sergeant Cacho and Sergeant Enlicker. Their men will reinforce you as you push to the audience hall. Go quickly. Let's not give them time to get back on their feet.
Sergeant Enlicker reporting in, sir. We've received little resistance so far.
Sergeant Cacho reporting in, sir. You got here just in time for the fighting. These here are your unit. Straight on to the audience chamber. We'll fan out to intercept reinforcements.
They're fanatics and they're desperate. Expect no quarter.
Right, taking point.
Sir, now that they're gone, do you seriously expect them to be allies?
They've shown us no ill will so far.
Of course, they conceal it until the time is right. I know Captain Biron from the old days when his unit took me prisoner. He likes the ambush, mind you.
I see where this is going and I don't want to hear it.
Look, I just wanted to warn you to be careful, all right? There's not many of us left. I'll go keep an eye on that sergeant. You take the boys here.
Isn't this a surprise? The Republic and Imperials all bound together. What's wrong? Getting cold? Need to share body heat?
Master Sav, I presume.
None other. Have you come to put an end to the Brotherhood? Are you scared of our savage ways? Of course you are. There's no room in the galaxy for those who bow to neither Chancellor nor Emperor. Unless we make room. Through blood and struggle.
That's the room, gentlemen. Take the turrets and secure the perimeter.
All units, find an Imperial. Reinforce their positions with small arms. Move out. This is the time. Don't let them dig in.
There's no need to escalate this.
Escalate? They're gonna have a clear field of fire on us.
Cacho, I've just received word from Captain Biron. He's got new orders.
You'll find them quite ready for them, Imperial.
He said to clear out the fortress once it's secured. It's too large for us to hold. Is something wrong?
Sergeant thought now's the time when you'd spring your nefarious trap.
Hey, that's a good idea. We'd have the field of fire and everything. Of course, if I did so, I'd go back to my outpost and the captain would have me hanged. Sure as lucky as these things go.
Great. Tell your captain that he's dead on about the fortress size. We'll be out of here as soon as all the rooms are searched.
I heard about the situation over the comm. Master Sav is dead and half the Brotherhood tried to flee by jumping off the cliff. A well-executed plan. Of course, the irony is that with the Brotherhood gone, we'll be free to focus our tactics on one another.
What would you suggest, Lieutenant? 24-hour truce as we return to our outposts?
I could grant that when it involves my men. I cannot, of course, speak for others. What do you think?
If you ever need to defect, you know who to call.
A fine compliment. But after today's negotiations, I will likely be watched carefully.
Yes, you risked much by coming here, Captain. If only more Imperials were like you.
Be careful what you wish for, Lieutenant.
Well, the day's not over yet, and already it brought about the end of the Hailstorm Brotherhood. There's a bigger war out there on the ice, and for once, the Imperials aren't the worst of it.
Just point me to where I can help. I'm getting used to the cold.
Admiral Revold commands the Republic fleet on Hoth, from the surface no less. He's fighting tooth and nail with the White Maw leaders every day. If you can do for him what you did for us, the White Maw could be a thing of the past, and we would all sleep easier.
At ease, Captain. I'm Admiral Revold. The Zabrak with the sunny disposition is my chief engineer, Aram. Welcome to the best place on Hoth.
Whatever is out there, Havoc Squad is ready for it, Admiral.
I don't know how much you've seen of the Republic presence on this snowball, but this is what it's all about. This isn't just a battle for Hoth. We went out here, and we've got the whole war with the Empire in the bag.
I'm all for defeating the Empire. Tell me what you have in mind.
Spread across that ice field is what's left of one of our capital ships. She was carrying a top-secret weapon prototype. The Null Cannon. It can fry all the machinery on a starship without giving the crew so much as a hangnail. With that weapon in our hands, we can push the Empire back to the unknown regions.
Where do I come in?
We found the wreckage. Trouble is, pirates got there first, snatched up several pieces of our prototype, striking from a hidden base. We've deployed the Tals and the infantry. They're taking heavy losses out there, and we're not any closer to getting the Null Cannon. We can't allow these thieving scum to leave Hoth with a weapon that can take out any starship in the galaxy.
One prototype coming up.
Sensors detect life forms in the nearby wreckage. The pirates may be making a grab for pieces of the Null Cannon's primary power core.
Keep an eye out for anything that will help us track the scum back to their lair. And contact me once all the fragments of the power core are secure. Go out there and bust some heads.
Havoc Squad reporting, sir. The power core is secure and we've recovered a datapad with coordinates for the pirate base.
You made quick work of that motherless space trash. Well done. Now our troops can take the fight to them.
I hate to interrupt, but the data suggests these components were from the ancillary, not main power core. That's bad.
We still kept part of the Null Cannon out of the pirates' hands. It can't be catastrophic.
Worst case scenario? The pirates already have enough of the weapon to make it operational.
You'll have to go into their base after it. Hit those sons of Hutts before they know we're coming.
I live to serve the Republic.
That's the spirit.
That datapad puts the pirate base inside a huge system of ice caverns not far from here.
Half the scum in the galaxy will be in there. Chief Engineer Aram and a squad of Tals will be on your heels. Once the pirates are down, Aram will secure the Null Cannon for transport. It'll be the mother of all fights. Good luck.
Hold your fire, soldier. Why don't we talk about this like civilized people?
Nobody else in this place has wanted to stop and chat.
My crew is a bit, overeager at times. I'll speak to them about it, I assure you. The survivors, anyway. It so happens that I can give you what you came for without any more of that unpleasant killing business. You want the Republic superweapon? Look around you. This hangar is filled with copies of it, one for every ship in our fleet.
How's that possible?
The Republic doesn't have a monopoly on clever engineers. I propose a trade. You leave here with the weapons, and we leave here with our lives. That's fair, don't you think?
I think we have an understanding.
My people will...
Reinforcements have arrived!
I see. Stalling until your people were ready to attack.
We can still negotiate. No one has to get hurt.
Don't bother lying. I'm not a fool. Don't think we'll go quietly.
So that could have gone better.
It's over and done now.
I'd better call in and report.
Aram, that you? Heavy fire. It's a lot of interference. What status?
Sir, we have the null cannon, but there's been a complication.
What was the... Breaking up? Secure for immediate...
Blast it! I can't get the signal back. Now what do we do?
We were sent in here for the null cannon, and now we get it out of here.
We were sent here for one null cannon. Singular. Not dozens. The forces we have can just about hold this hangar long enough to get the prototype out of here, but the rest of these copies... The other pirates will get here soon, and once they have a weapon that can disable a capital ship, how many innocent people will die?
I don't even want to think about pirates armed with null cannons.
Neither do I. The only way to keep the copies out of the pirates' hands is to overload the null cannon prototype. Wipe out everything in the hangar at once. The prototype would be fried, but I'd rather spend months fixing it than live knowing that even one of these copies was left behind.
You're right. We can't let even one of these copies fall into the wrong hands.
Stand back. That should do it. I'll go ahead and get the transport ready. I'll see you back at camp.
It's a shame about the prototype. Blasted pirates must have mucked it up.
It's already been shot, smashed, and frozen. I'm sure the null cannon can be repaired again.
It's a setback, but we'll recover. I'm not about to let one little explosion stand between us and victory. You've hit the Empire where it hurts today. I've already contacted Republic Command. They know what you've done for us here, and I'll make sure the Senate knows it too.
Thank you, sir.
You're gonna go far, Captain. No doubt about it. Wish we had more like you. We'll have the null cannon up and running in no time. You ought to come back and see her in action.
It's going to take months, sir. Maybe a year.
Engineers, always predicting the worst. Mark my words, we will have that null cannon shooting Imperials out of the sky before you know it. You did good work here. If I had a dozen men like you, this war would be over already.